we've talked to me, like one of the big inspiration points, like I was in this car accident when I was 16 and I cut my eye open here. I've got like a scar up here and they thought I might have broken my back. And I was on the floor and I was in hospital and I just couldn't stop shaking in the hospital bed. They were like turning on the heaters, giving me blankets, trying to warm me up, but I just couldn't physically stop shaking. And then my sister came and she sat next to me and she held my hand and then the shaking just stopped. And it was like, I was in such a state of shock. And then like the touch of someone I loved had like pulled me out of it. And like, that's something that like, that's a seed for the hand and talk to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how it all kind of came about.
Yeah. It's always,
that's crazy.
It's always little. I remember after that accident, Danny's face was all swollen and he was like looking at, because we had to share a room back then. And he was looking at this. And the phone was ringing. He's like, get the phone. I'm like, you get the phone. He's like, I can't. And I picked up the phone and I was stuck to, and I just threw it like this and it hit him in the face.
Oh my God. I've already been through hell.
Yeah, what the hell is that about?
I know. I felt so bad.
I remember I tore my stitches because I watched The Descent.
Great movie.
It's so cool. It's so good. And then there's like a jump scare with this like this log that smashes through a window. And I was like, oh! And I was like, oh! And then like it opened up my stitches and I started bleeding.
Oh my God.
But it was worth it. It was a good movie.
So this accident propelled Talk to Me, essentially.
Well, yeah, so many different things. Like there's always little seeds. You write about moments in your life and you write about anything and they just like, they grow and they turn into something. And then like they draw inspiration and you could like work on 3 different scripts. And then you just cannibalize them. Once you're like, okay, these moments are really good in that one, and these moments are good in this one. Let's put it all into this thing. And it gets bigger and bigger and fuller and fuller.
How long did it take to write Talk to Me from beginning to end?
I'd say 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years of just writing, and you would give the script to your brother?
Dude, yeah, and he would just rip it apart with brutal notes.
Were they good notes?
There was like notes like boring, shit, I don't get this, oh lame, seen this before.
Well, I mean, that's what the audience is going to be saying, right?
Hey, you know what? It's good to have someone, as hard as that is. You need this. You need more of a hook. Why are we watching it? What, the scene doesn't mean anything. You need that. So it's frustrating.
I know.
But at the same time, in retrospect, you're like, that sort of helped shape the script.
Yeah, and you need that. And we have an amazing, so we will write, because you get ideas from everything, and we write just pages, scenes, moments, characters about it. And then they kind of start naturally gravitating towards a particular project. And then we have an amazing, our co-writer, Bill Hinsman, he's so good at structure and he can get it in. So, we're writing this action film called Peach Baby, and I'll just write set pieces, characters, scenes, and then he goes, okay, let's look at that. This could be here. And it kind of like putting it in the right place of a puzzle, in the right ballpark.
How did you find Bill?
Oh, so at that media course that we done.
So he just happened to be there
he was a journalist, quit, and then like we met him at this thing. And he was just so much smarter than us. And so like his film
But he believed in you guys.
He did, yeah. And
No, he didn't.
Oh, what do you mean he didn't?
Well, he didn't think it was going to get anywhere. He's like, this is fun. None of these are going to get fucking made.
Every time that he's just as brutal as Mike is with the script. Like once we finish the Talk to Me script, he's like, it's shit. He's like, whatever. Like try and make it. It's shit. This is never going to happen. You think you're going to make movies? Like he's a bit like that. And then it feels like that's a good driver to be like, I'm going to prove you wrong.
So what's the first step? Like you have Talk to Me after 3 or 4 years of making this script the best it could be. And then who do you give it to?
So we had our manager. We managed to get a manager, and then we pretty much did.
Well, before that, we were sending it to.
Well, no, this was part of it. It was like the we would send it to the studios, and we took meetings everywhere, and everybody said no. They're like, no, we're not really doing like a game thing. Oh, we've got enough for that. Oh, you make YouTube videos? Like it was like.
Well,
that.
They met with you because they read the script.
But people didn't like the script.
They didn't like the script.
No, there were people that just wouldn't even have the meeting. So like we got shut down by like everybody. And then I ended up reaching out to Causeway Films, who produced the Bubble Book. And like we'd met with
what's her name?
Samantha Jennings.
Samantha Jennings, yeah.
And she's incredible. So fucking incredible. And she used to be a script editor by trade. And so she would give us these incredible notes that would elevate everything, like really, really put a lens on the character, really put a lens on theme.
So you kept developing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kept getting developed. And because we had met her, because we worked on the Bubble Book. We were on like way back when. And
what'd you do on the Babadook?
I was a driver, so production runner.
Nice.
And then Danny was.
I was lighting assistant, so I was there assisting lighting, and I was like, I'm working for free. Can I get a credit at least? Like, I would love to get a credit. They're like, yeah, you'll have a big credit in the film. I was like, yes. and then they credit to me as work experience. And I was like, that doesn't fucking help anything.
Yeah, work experiences. I don't know what it is in America. It's
Like a, what is it when you like attach to something for free and you're just learning? It's like an internship, maybe.
Internship, yeah,
internship.
It's like an internship.
Yeah, but that's what I was lucky. I got that job because I was doing everything for free. Because I just wanted to be around film sets. And then the the production coordinator, Julie Byrne, she's like, you can't keep doing everything for free, Michael. And I was like, I just want to be here. I'm happy to be here. And she said, next movie, I'll make sure you get paid. And that was the Babadook. So I was 19 or something driving on the Babadook.
I was hoping you say you did the voice.
Oh, that's Jennifer Kent that did that voice. That's the director that did that voice.
Really?
Yeah. So
she's awesome. That set was amazing because it was the first film that I'd been on where I'm like, oh, she cares. She cares.
Did you know the movie was going to be good?
I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be good because how much she cared. She did like 20 takes throwing a book down the stairs.
That is 90% of it, isn't it?
Yeah, you've
just having such a passion for what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you have that passion, it kind of translates and it moves around the set and people are drawn to it, right? They want to work harder.